Bulletcast for life.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for the subscription, the stream, the viewing, the download, the listen. I am your host, the Podfather, and I am one half of the Bulletcast champion. And my other half, he is the California Kid, Mitchell. Happy belated birthday, man.
Thank you.
26 years on Earth.
Happy Rusev Day.
Happy Rusev
Happy
Day.
Rusev Day. The fact that my birthday fell on Rusev Day is amazing.
Yes.
Like, what are the
It's
chances?
the best day to celebrate your birthday.
And also, we got the Canadian Destroyer representing the Villain Club in the building. How's it going, Brandon?
It's going great.
All right.
Happy Rusev Day and 420 to all you people out there.
It's Hitler's birthday. Yeah.
Happy, no.
Yeah, don't do that.
Celebrate it responsibly.
Yes. I was going to say stuff, but I'm not. All right, let's get into this performance-enhancing audio. A bit of sad news. Wrestling legend Bruno Sammartino passed away at 82 years old on your birthday.
On my birthday, yeah, unfortunately. A little bit of a downer, but that's all right.
Yeah, Bruno Sammartino, if you've been a wrestling fan for more than 5 minutes, you should probably know his contributions to the business. The longest reigning WWE champion of all time. I have some quick stats.
Oh, here we go.
All right, Bruno, his first reign was 7 years, 8 months, and 2 days.
Bam.
He beat Buddy Rogers, the first ever WWF champion at the time.
Bam.
I think I threw way too many W's in there.
No, it's 3.
But he beat
Three
him.
Ws.
He beat him in 41 seconds, which was a shock to many. His second reign was 3 years, 4 months, and 21 days. So that really spans just about over 11 years.
Insane.
Some people refer to him as the FDR of professional wrestling because FDR he was in the Oval Office for about 12 years.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I can see the comparison there. All right, and he sold out Madison Square Garden 186 times.
Incredible.
Madison Square Garden on the marquee, they had RIP Bruno Sammartino.
And if you're not a wrestling fan, but still want to know stuff about Bruno Sammartino, he's why Bruno Mars is Bruno Mars. Because
Yes,
Bruno
that is very
Sammartino
true.
was Bruno Mars's dad's favorite wrestler, and Bruno Mars decided to take the name Bruno and make it part of his stage name to honor his dad and to honor Bruno Sammartino.
I mean, Bruno, the Italian Superman, as they used to call him, he was one of the first wrestlers that said like a price of what goes on at the gate, a little bit of that percentage goes into his paycheck. So
Amazing
smart
man.
businessman. One of the last interviews I think he ever did was Talk is Jericho.
Oh, cool.
I was listening to In This Corner, and they broke the news of Jericho. Jericho didn't know he passed, and he talked about that a little bit. At Bruno's request, it was in a in some diner in Pennsylvania where he lived, and so it was cool.
Yeah.
I enjoyed that. But R.I.P. Bruno Sammartino. Thank you for your contributions. You will be dearly missed.
Yes.
Sort of shocking. Kind of came out of nowhere.
I know. I'm just glad he got in the Hall of Fame. I'm glad
Yeah, me
Hunter
too.
mended those fences.
Schwarzenegger inducted him.
Yeah, it was it was heartfelt. It really was. R.I.P. Bruno. All right,
I guess continuing with sad news.
John Cena and Nikki Bella are no more. They end their 6-year relationship.
True love is a myth, people.
Yeah,
There's no such thing as it.
this is really a shock. You know, WrestleMania 33.
I know
known
that
for the
moment's
proposal.
gonna age real well.
Yeah,
So does this mean that Miz and Maurice just won that feud all in the end of it?
yeah.
Literally everything they said.
Remember what Natalya said back in 2016? John will never marry you.
That's what Maurice said as well. And then
Yeah.
the only clap back they had was that Miz and Maurice didn't have a kid. They now have a kid.
There you go. Brie Bella has expressed her thoughts on this.
Yeah.
She is upset with Mr. Cena.
She's not. Did you see her rebuttal to, like, they're taking her, like, her quote that she was angry at John?
I mean,
She, like, took that post and it circled and said, none of this is
Fake
true.
news.
Yeah.
I will love him dearly as a brother for the rest of my life. They weren't right for each other. And
very true.
I will say that I think that, from what I can tell, everyone's handling it fairly professionally.
Yeah.
But I mean, I would expect nothing less from
Cena with
John
the
Cena.
worst day ever Simpson meme
Yeah.
on
Maybe
his
this,
Instagram.
maybe this relationship was all a work, and it's all for Total Bellas. So stay tuned for Total
Yes.
Bellas season whatever, because it's going to be straight fire.
Yes, it will.
Especially when they're planning for their wedding that we all know is not going to happen.
Yeah, they were about 2 weeks away from getting married.
Cinco
and
de Mayo.
They just called it off.
Really? Wow.
Yeah.
They do it is like there's like a statistic that a lot of relationships, if they do intend to end during the engagement period, it's just a really stressful time
Yeah.
for a lot of relationships.
I think the main thing was that John didn't want to have kids and Nikki did. I think that was the main factor. But then we all know where this is leading. To a match with The Undertaker at WrestleMania 35.
Oh, of course.
What, Nikki Bella versus The Undertaker?
No, here
No,
we go.
Nikki, Brie Bella
The
versus The Undertaker.
2012-2013 time period, John Cena has the dream match with The Rock. Later on in that year, divorces his wife, and then the next year at MetLife Stadium, goes on to face The Rock again. This year, has the match with Taker at Mania, gets his engagement with Nikki Bella called off. MetLife Stadium next year, The Undertaker?
Just sets a fire underneath John, and he has the gumption to win.
Hey, let's do it.
That's gonorrhea.
Jesus.
That's gumption. Speaking of...
No. All right, so Daniel Bryan versus The Miz will be happening on a house show UK tour this May.
I mean, good for them. House shows aren't really in continuity, so it's fine. I'm really happy for that crowd. They're gonna get to see an amazing match. It'll be. I hope that's in like May, so they have time.
Yeah.
Maybe that storyline will be going on by then on TV. We don't know.
Yeah.
How long will it take Daniel Bryan to
and,
beat Big Cass?
Maybe Miz and Big Cass are together by then.
Maybe he gets a heavy, yeah.
Yeah, he needs something because he
Let's
doesn't
do
have. We'll talk about that.
All right, so WWE gets a restraining order against Armando Montalvo.
That's the poop guy, right?
Yeah.
That's the crazy guy outside the PC.
Yeah, he
Who
spread
ate PC?
he spread his feces all over the walls of the Performance Center. He's threatened WWE officials. He's threatened wrestlers. He's threatened Vince McMahon and Triple H.
Armando, just stop.
Don't be a crazy fan.
It's probably a New Japan mark, you know. I hear those people. They like to do stuff
No,
like that.
a man like this, definitely a fan of TNA. Definitely Impact Wrestling guy.
Okay.
Hey, TNA has Impact has a pay-per-view coming up. We're not going to preview it? Redemption?
Nope.
No, absolutely not. I saw it Impact this past week. It was pretty trash. Some
Well, it's because a certain someone walked off of the company. So they have to rewrite, their main event TV storyline.
But he had family issues to deal with in a cantina in New Orleans.
Who cares? Who cares, really?
God, what a dumpster
All right,
fire of a person.
this day in wrestling. Happy birthday, Kurt Hawkins, 33 years old.
No.
Good for him. Maybe he'll get a win this year.
Nope.
Yeah. Rick Roode died on this day in 1999.
Unfortunate.
Okay.
And China died on this day 2 years ago in
Oh,
2016.
that's a little eerie.
Yeah. All that.
All that.
But let's get into the Raw recap. The Superstar Shakeup happened. So we kick off Raw.
I watched this Raw.
Yes.
That's unusual
Kurt
for
Angle
Mitch.
comes out to the ring, of course, and then he gets interrupted by the modern-day Maharaja, the former United States champion.
Well, Kurt, at the time, he was...
At the time, he was the U.S. champion. He was the champion of our country.
With half the sings.
With, yes, half of the sings. And then Kurt... Acing. And then Kurt gives somebody an opportunity. My boy, the charismatic enigma, Jeff Hardy, goes on to become United States champion.
Felt good.
I don't know why they're just now saying he's a Grand Slam champion. He was a Grand Slam champion like 10 years ago.
Yeah.
But
whatever.
Congratulations to my boy Jeff Hardy. Got that United States strap.
Because if you've noticed, the Grand Slam championship is in right now. Everybody's getting.
Yeah, everyone's getting the Grand Slam. Getting the Grand Slam right now.
I mean,
he doesn't. Call WWE.
He doesn't really
all the
count.
Grand Slams they throwing out there.
He doesn't really count. But still.
Can I just say that I've gotten used to seeing the Hardys back and seeing the Hardys being good, but his Matt's great, but he's definitely aged a little bit in the ring. He's not quite he has to take a little bit more care of what he does.
He's not version 1 anymore.
But can I just say, Jeff looks like he did when I was in elementary school. He's moving fast. That Whisper in the Wind is beautiful. The Senton Bomb is incredible. It's Swanton Bomb.
Senton. He's not Mr. Kennedy.
Sorry, Swanton. He looks great. He does not look like his age.
Yeah.
I'm very happy to watch this reign.
Smackdown, I think he did the Swanton Bomb, and he barely cleared Shelton Benjamin when he flipped over.
Yeah.
Didn't look very pretty.
I mean, we'll get into that. But then after that, the Riot Squad, they move over to Monday nights. Thoughts, comments?
Kurt Angle got a hell of a deal there.
Yeah. Hold on. Going back to... Actually, no, we'll talk about that when I get to SmackDown with Kurt Angle.
There were a lot of... With all the switches, I don't think there were any bad trade overs. I think there were just at worst meh trade overs. This was kind of a meh trade over.
Yeah.
I think they maybe should have taken this moment to split up the Riot Squad a little bit because they haven't really been very dominant as a group. So maybe have just Ruby come over or have just the other two come over.
I don't know.
I don't know what they're going to do.
Liv Morgan is the star of the Riot Squad.
I don't know why. Why is her tongue blue? Did she have Jolly Ranchers before the show or something?
I don't know.
Anyway.
I don't have banter for that. I'm sorry.
But since the Riot Squad came over, that also meant that Absolution gets sent over because you can't have two factions at one time.
Of course
right?
not.
They're not a faction.
Sorry, they're a group.
I mean, they have a name and a leader.
Okay. The Revival. That's a group.
That's fair. That's a tag team.
Tag team. But all right, moving on from all that, the AOP, another tag team, go on to defeat Slater and Rhino.
In a surprisingly competitive match.
Poor Slater and Rhino.
Poor Slater and Rhino.
The tag team division on Raw, it's not looking good right now. Especially a lot of the tag teams from Raw went over to SmackDown. SmackDown tag division looks good. Raw's, yeah, not so much.
It's not looking hot. It's not. All right, we go on to Miz TV. He promises 2 big signees to Monday Night Raw, and it is Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn.
Yeah, you're just talking about the tag team division not looking great. That'll be a nice little addition to the tag team.
I thought WWE did something. I thought we were going to have a faction with the Miz Taraj and Cammy. I was like, oh my god, this is going to be something good. And then we find out that my boy Miz is going over to Tuesday nights.
As he should.
Yeah.
Without the Miz Taraj.
Yes.
Without them. I think this is great. This was fantastic. Sammy MVP of the promo with his pulling out his reading glasses, putting them on, and
That was funny.
Everything that was slightly annoying about Sammy when he was a face, he has just turned up to 11 and just made himself insufferable. It's great. I love it.
I can see why people say Sami Zayn could be annoying backstage. If that's how he is backstage.
Shout out Sami Zayn.
Same with Sami Zayn. He blew me away. I really thought that he was a face and could only really be a face, and he's proven me wrong the past half year. He's an incredible heel.
Yes,
The
I
biggest
love
move by Raw on the Superstar Shakeup wasn't even made by Kurt Angle. It was made by Stephanie. By getting these two. Because everyone else Kurt Angle got are trash, to be honest.
I don't know about all of
In
that.
terms of a Superstar Shakeup in trades.
It's-
I'm not going to say Drew McIntyre's trash, but that thing was not a trade. It's a call-up.
That's very true.
It's a trade. You pull someone up from NXT.
It's a call-up. It's not a trade.
Well, then SmackDown.
If it was a trade,
Okay,
then
then
somebody would go down
SmackDown was
to
filled
NXT.
with call-ups and not necessarily trades. Because they got a bunch of NXT people as we
Well,
get to.
Samoa Joe's there now.
That's
the
true.
Miz
I mean,
is there now.
We'll get to all that.
Yeah.
You know.
Jeff Hardy's there now.
All right.
Anyway, we'll bury Raw after
So
everything.
the Woken Warriors, yes, they go on to defeat the Revival, and they will be facing The Bar at the greatest Royal Rumble event of all time for the Raw Tag Team Championships.
Well, I think it's kind of a given now that Wyatt and Hardy are going to win now that the Bar's over on SmackDown. So
Not only that, the Bar lost on Monday Night Raw to a mid-card tag team.
Fandango.
Who are, to be
Fandango.
fair, one of my favorite tag teams, and I'm really stoked to see the. Is that next on? Yeah, that's next on here. We can just go to that. Fashion Police on Raw.
Yes, they are
I'm
on Raw.
stoked to see the Fashion Police on Raw. The Fashion Police are great. They were one of the high points of SmackDown last year with the Fashion Files. One of the best running segments that didn't have an end because they don't know how to book endings in WWE, but it's still super entertaining. The Ascension is on Raw now as well, so they can continue
That's,
being Breezango's buddies.
That's a hell of a get, too.
Mike Kanellis is on Raw.
Zack Ryder. Mojo Rawley's on Raw.
Mojo Rawley moved to Raw.
Yep,
Yep.
Mojo Rawley moved to Raw.
Yes.
But Raw got all of SmackDown's A-talent.
Yes. All right. Well, speaking of A-talent, my girl Natalia, she's on Monday nights now.
And a face. I don't know
And
why.
Ronda's buddy.
And Ronda's friend, but that's okay. She trained her. They told the story. I'm okay with that.
All right.
But why is she a good person? If this just ends with her
'Cause she's
turning
a
on,
heart.
if she just
Hearts are good people.
if this ends with her just turning on Ronda, so that Ronda can have her first singles feud against Natalia, I'm gonna laugh because it'll be like, why did you?
That'd be great.
I mean, it'll make great matches, but it'll be like, why'd you bring her, make her a good guy, and then make her a bad
Ronda,
guy again?
she beats a Hart before she goes on to go up against a Flair.
No, it's great, great story. No, I
It
see her
makes
going through it
total
all
sense.
this year.
You have her and Natalia do tag team matches because Ronda's going to be on the UK tour, so they can do tag matches on the loop, and then they can do singles matches. That'll probably be a SummerSlam match. Her and
Yeah.
Natalia.
Yeah,
So
I
that'd be
think
good.
it'd be a good match. It'll be one that I'll watch. It'll be one that I'll be looking
All right,
forward to.
my boy Dolph Ziggler. This was kind of a shock to me. He's on Monday nights. He has a little segment with Titus Worldwide, and then
But he didn't come alone.
but he didn't come alone. Drew McIntyre,
The chosen
the
one.
chosen one. He's still the chosen one. Gets the call up. He's on Monday nights now. That tag finisher, I dig it.
It's beautiful.
The Claymore into the zigzag, I like it. My boy Dolph finally has his diesel.
Yeah, he's got something to work with. I honestly, truly, I do believe that Drew McIntyre still is backstage. I still think a lot of people back there think he's the chosen one. So I can
Yeah.
see this at the beginning of his
Especially,
rise.
like, really looking at McIntyre, he had the kind of Triple H evolution when he first came on the scene in 2010. You know, he looked like Hunter Hearst Helmsley, the rich, arrogant guy. He left, went on to, be Drew Galloway
He
and other
killed
places.
it in WCPW.
Got a more rugged look, got bigger,
Yeah.
and then he came back and, yeah.
Well, I mean, literally, everything that they liked about him when he was there the first time that he was the chosen one, he just has more of now. He's a better wrestler. He's a better talker. He has a better look. He's better at
does.
everything he does. Like he could be one of the next big guys, and I am hopeful that because they wanted him to be one of the main guys originally, and now he is in a position to do it more. I'm hoping that they'll let him be one of the main guys moving forward.
I love
It's
it.
all to get fed to Roman. Let's be honest. We all know that.
I mean, we'll see.
McIntyre and Roman.
see.
I'm really.
I mean, that'll be a
down
great
with it.
match.
I'm really high on McIntyre. I mean, I thought
lo-
he could be a good babyface, but obviously right now WWE has too many babyfaces. They need more heels. So
I love it.
This makes sense.
All right, Roman Reigns gets eviscerated
Ugh.
by my boy Samoa Joe again.
Roman Reigns right now was just so ice cold as a character.
It's because he doesn't really. I mean, yeah,
He got booed out of the building in Hartford, Connecticut.
I know I wasn't here last week to
Like, no hate to Hartford, but like
Connecticut.
that's not exactly Philly or Chicago.
I mean,
Man.
I know I wasn't here last week to talk a little bit more about WrestleMania, but I will say that since that ending of WrestleMania, he's cold now. There's really nothing more you can do with him. You got to get his heat back somehow. Because even if I didn't love how it was going,
He called him fat.
He called him fat. Even though I wasn't loving how it was going before WrestleMania, they had heat moving forward in WrestleMania. It wasn't burning hot, but he had something.
I know
And now
they
he has
weren't
nothing.
burning it down. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, I think at this point they should have just pulled the trigger and have Roman be the champion.
He should have
Because
won.
at least if he has a championship, he gets like maybe he gets go away heat, but at least he gets people carrying a little bit more than they do now.
Maybe he'll be the champion in a week.
I'm not so convinced about that. We can get into that.
I'm not either, but maybe.
We'll see.
I think it's the right move.
All right, Natty goes on to defeat Mandy Rose.
In like what, 30 seconds?
Yeah.
Like total squash. Even
Yeah.
though they get moved over to SmackDown. So this is another reason I don't understand they did that move because they basically set up the feud of them tag teaming. You know, set up that feud, but then now what are they going to do now? They're going to feud with the Riot Squad.
Yeah.
I mean,
Ruby will cheat a couple times to help the Riot Squad get a couple dirty wins.
Sonya getting in the ring and
Beat him at a pay-per-view.
trying to go after Ronda. Ronda with an
Beautiful
interesting
takedown.
Yeah.
Beautiful takedown.
I feel like she was going for a punch and she leaned too far into it and she fell.
that was like a trick.
No, that was like that was like an MMA take. She got her leg behind her. She did a whole thing.
Oh,
It was-
she
I
should've-
thought you're a wrestler. You should be
Yeah.
knowing these things.
Should have been. I mean,
to be fair,
we didn't do those.
my
We
buddy,
stuck to singles.
that was more of an MMA move than it was
Was
like
it
a
an
wrestling
STO?
move. No, it wasn't a move. It wasn't a
Alright,
wrestling
let's
move.
not get
It was
boggled down
it
in
was a
semantics.
physical takedown. It was dope. As someone who has a lot of friends who watch wrestling with me sometimes but don't watch it a lot otherwise, one of my buddies who does not watch wrestling literally the next day sent me the video of it and was like, "Oh my god, that's so cool! I can't wait to let me know next time she has a match. That looks amazing. It looks so crisp and clean." And he like watches MMA and watches UFC and loves that. So it's doing what they want her to do. She's bringing in people.
I think the Ronda Rousey segment was like number 4 on trending or something at one point on YouTube.
I was
so.
surprised that she didn't actually hurt her because it looked vicious. Like it looked painful. It was just
I mean, it's like sparring. You know, you want to make everything look good, but you want to hurt your opponent. Basically what it is.
It looked real. It didn't look like a wrestling move. It looked like a real takedown. I
All
liked
right.
it. I liked it a lot. I was
My
high on
boy
it.
who brings the darkness and the fire, the lone wolf, Baron Corbin.
Ooh.
He's on Monday nights.
Ooh, another fire get for Raw.
Hey man,
I think so. I honestly do think so.
I've been a part of the Corbin Club since NXT when he was having squash matches, beating dudes in like 14 seconds. I'm still on the Corbin bandwagon. I predicted he was going to win Money in the Bank. This is a nice get for Raw.
He's got a great
Corbin-
look.
Corbin and Roman.
Yeah,
I'm
no,
down.
It's a great match. He's got a great look.
Whoa, a great match. Settle down there, Sparky.
He's got a great look. He's got one of the best move sets for a heel. His deep six and his end of days
The
are
end of days
gorgeous.
is nice.
He's an okay talker.
His
He's
character
alright.
makes.
I think he has like one of the best characters in wrestling.
He doesn't
'Cause he
care.
knows his character. He's a bad guy, and he gets it.
And I'll be quite honest with you, though he does not put on amazing matches, I can't think of too many bad matches he's been in. His chair match with Kalisto is the best chair match that WWE's ever had.
That was pretty good. I was
His
surprised
ma-
at how
all-
good that was.
All of his matches against AJ Styles are great because obviously AJ Styles is amazing.
course.
His match with AJ Styles and Dolph Ziggler was incredible. The like zigzag into the end of days,
Oh,
into
that was cool.
like he puts on good matches and he's
I'm
willing to
seeing
be.
a common denominator here, and that's pretty good workers.
Yeah.
Wrestling with them.
I mean,
But when you put him with Roman Reigns, who's
Roman's a pretty good worker.
Roman's a good worker.
I
But he's kind of like Charlotte. He can get carried to a great match, but he's not going to carry somebody.
I don't know if I've seen Baron like wrestle with a bad worker, so I can't. But I would like to
What
look
about
up.
that Ty Dillinger match they had a couple weeks ago? That botch finish.
Ty Dillinger's a good worker though. Normally, he normally doesn't mess up.
I mean, my boy Baron Corbin, he understands his character.
Yeah.
Everybody on the main roster, it took him 10 years to get there. He made a phone call.
So when he does get fed to Roman, what's going to happen? Are people going to just boo, just crap on the whole match? Just boo both of them? Are they just going to reject it?
I'm not in the room. I'm not making the. I'm not.
Because we all know, like, Roman and Braun are the two top guys on Raw, and all these moves that they did for the Superstar Shakeup were kind of like getting heels over here to make, defeat the Roman and Braun.
I think Baron and Roman could tear the house down if they were given the right stipulation and the right setting. Like, I could see those two go no holds barred and tearing the house down.
Baron tear the house down. I will eat my hat.
Okay.
He'll eat it.
San Pablo in his mouth.
Yep. My $60 concert hat. I will eat it.
All right.
All right.
It's on the. I think they could. I think honestly they could put on just a brutal destruction of a match.
All right. Breezango goes on to defeat the Bar.
I mean, honestly, the Bar's moving to SmackDown. They can build themselves up back over there. They got a lot of people to face there.
Yeah.
Breezango does need to look better, and I think the both of them are two of the best wrestlers in a tag team right now. Both of them are great.
Tyler Breeze, man.
Tyler Breeze is incredible. He's incredible. He got to wrestle Jushin Thunder Liger.
I know.
At a takeover. Let's build them up. And this is the beginning of it.
Single star, bro.
They just beat the 4-time tag team champions.
Bro, Tyler Breeze is teaming with a dude whose name used to be the Portuguese Sun Dragon. I mean,
hey,
really?
Don't hate on the Portuguese Sun Dragon, you know what I'm saying?
I like Fandango.
Sorry. Too much.
Fandango. I like Fandango.
Check out, if you're listening to the podcast, check on YouTube and see what I did. Flexing on the
He
haters.
flexed.
Yeah.
Flexing on the haters.
The Pythons, they're running wild, brother.
They're like,
all right.
They're like 16,
all right.
not
Main
26.
event.
The main event. Kurt Angle promises a new addition to Monday nights, and they got it. The new addition is the glorious Bobby Roode. He teamed up with Finn Balor, Bobby Lashley, LeBron Strowman, and the Intercontinental Champion Grand Slam Rollins to go on to defeat Cammy and The Miz and Curtis Axel and Bo Dallas.
So since there's two Bobbies on the show, does that mean one of them's going to lose their name?
I said that the other day. One of them's going to lose their name.
Rude's going to turn to Robert?
Robert Roode.
Robert Roode, like it's 06. I'm digging it.
Robert Roode. That's not a terrible name. Got that alliteration.
Maybe, I could just see Lashley.
Beer money days.
Well, I could also just see them calling him Lashley.
Well, yeah, they did that in TNA too. When Roode and Lashley feuded together, they did that.
Are the Miztourage turning face?
If I was the Miz Taraj, I would. If I got the script and says that I'm turning on the Miz, I'd be like, no, I want to go with the Miz over to SmackDown because them being by themselves on Raw, I don't see them lasting very long.
I don't know. It's not good.
I will say I am a huge Bo Dallas fan, and I think he could do great things if given.
I was a Bo Dallas fan too, like in 2014.
Let's just say all these call-ups, you got to cut some fat.
He was the. I hope not Bo Dallas. Bo Dallas was the best part of the Marine.
That's a high bar.
You watched that?
I did.
Oh God.
I did. He was actually a lot of fun. I think he's a really great actor. I think he's got a great look right now. I think he's always been a great. He's an NXT champion. He is someone that I think if they wanted to turn serious and turn into something at this point in his career, he could. You could also could have him go join his brother right now. Add another member to Matt's Woken Brilliance.
We've been asking for him and Bray to be together forever, and it still hasn't happened.
Yeah.
They haven't even acknowledged that they're brothers.
Yeah, I know.
I don't know. We'll see.
We'll see.
But moving on to the blue brand, the phenomenal
real winners of the
AJ Styles and Daniel Bryan have a confrontation with Rusev Day, which leads to a tag match later on.
Yeah, just confrontation. Broken up.
Yeah.
Moving on. All right, cool. We set up the storyline for our 2-hour show.
Shelton Benjamin, he comes out on SmackDown, cuts a nice little promo.
Oh, yeah, because Chad Gable's on Raw as well.
Chad's on Raw. American Alpha reunion?
Probably. That's probably why they're doing it, because, at this point...
I really like Chad Gable. I think he can be like a baby face.
Maybe
even a superstar, but I know Vince probably is not going to like that.
Chad as a singles guy, I dig it. Jordan, he was getting somewhere, but he got injured. So
I think you can kind of put them as a tag team to begin with, and then kind of go the full-on Jason Jordan heel turn at that point. But then Chad Gable, he's just so small, and I don't think Vince would. It's
just one of those things that we forget that on Raw, like we can complain about the tag team division, but we have the potential of American Alpha, and we have the Revival. We have two of the best tag teams in the WWE on the same brand.
NXT nostalgia going.
Those two matches until DIY did their trilogy of amazing matches. The Revival and American Alpha were my favorite tag teams in wrestling.
They were.
They were amazing.
All right, so Shelton Benjamin does his thing, and he's glad Chad moved over to Raw. He said it was holding him back. And so he wants some real competition. Randy Orton makes his way down to the ring, but then he gets stopped by my boy, Jeff Hardy.
It didn't really make any sense, but
whatever. Let me get into this. So Kurt Angle, you bring over Jinder Mahal, the United States champion. When did he decide Jeff was going to go to SmackDown? Before or after? Because if I was the general manager, I'd want the Intercontinental title and
Yeah.
the United States title. I'd want both of those on my show. This doesn't make
You know, maybe you can say something like there was a trade in place for Jinder for Seth, and then when Jeff Hardy won it, then they're like, oh, we'll take Jeff instead of Seth, even though you don't want to do that because then downgrade Seth, and I don't know.
Or maybe Jeff was already traded, and then when he's like, anyone come out to go face for the champion, Jeff came out, and it was like, oh, dang it. Well, I hope he doesn't win now.
Well,
They could have shown that, but...
anyway, Jeff goes on to defeat Shelton Benjamin. Jeff Hardy on SmackDown is a big hero. It's a big hero.
He's good.
I mean, he's going to be, number 3 babyface now? Maybe 4 behind Randy Orton, but...
When my boy gets that world title back, I'm going to be very happy.
The babyface side on SmackDown is looking really good right now.
It's looking nice. It's looking very good.
Just as a side note, Jeff Hardy versus Nakamura is going to be one of the best things I've ever gotten to see in my life, and it's going to happen.
It's going to happen, yes. All right, so
I kind of wish Shelton Benjamin actually won the match, because Shelton kind of needs to be built up a little bit here.
Yeah.
He can be a good singles heel.
Yeah.
I really don't like it when people beat the champion in non-title matches, but
he
you're
can
right.
cheat. He's a heel. He can
Yeah,
cheat.
he could have cheated. It would have been nice to see that.
It was funny. I think
Felt like it was
they
2010
had this
again.
match
10
years ago on the exact same day.
On the exact same day. I'd read that they had this same match 10 years ago. I didn't know it was the same day.
Yeah, when Benjamin was United States champion. So a little
Role reversal.
Hey, look at it. All right, so the Miz, he has this video segment.
Very smart, not coming to the stadium.
Just perfect, Miz. I'm chilling with my family. I'm with my wife and my daughter.
Mhm.
Amazing.
It was a great promo. And The Miz is the only person that I can accept doing these dumb selfie promos, because that's something he would do.
That's his character,
I mean, Braun Strowman doing it, and with the bar doing it, with the words popping up on the screen, it's so dumb.
Yeah.
The Miz can do selfie promos. Everyone else, you got whatever, we have cameras that they can do.
We have cameras.
And
the
the Miz
WWE can do it.
The Miz is now finally in a home where he can do what he should have gone to do a year ago, which is win the big one.
Hey.
Miz needs to have the main title, and he needs to
Miz
just
needs
sneak
to be-
past every single
I have a
face.
little theory. So, Money in the Bank, it's co-branded.
Okay.
I think Miz wins Money in the Bank.
Okay.
I think Daniel Bryan's the guy to take the title off of AJ Styles at SummerSlam, kind of playing back to what happened at 2013
and Miz
SummerSlam.
comes in.
Oh no, not again!
Daniel Bryan, he's the 5-time world champion. Yes, yes, yes. Miz smacks him in the back of the head
do
with the
that to me
briefcase.
It'd be so good.
Hands
Don't
the
do it to
briefcase.
me again.
And what if he beat him with that running knee?
Oh, it'd be
Could
so
you
good.
imagine the Miz saying, not only did I
Oh.
beat you for the WWE title, but I beat you with your own move.
That'd be so good.
Oh my
it'd be too
gosh.
good.
Oh,
By the end of
please.
this year, sometime in 2018, the Miz will be WWE champion. I'm calling it right now.
He's just one of those heels that I would want to see a multi-man match with him versus every face on SmackDown, and him just weasel his way through the championship. He's that kind of champion that I always
Could
want to
Miz
see.
Daniel
how
Bryan main event Mania 35 for the title?
I don't think it's gonna main event WrestleMania because I think I already know it's gonna main event WrestleMania in 2019. But I do think it could be on the main card.
Yes.
I think it could be.
Well,
I think that
of course
could,
it has to be on the main
Well, I
card.
mean,
I
but
say
I
Miz
think-
versus Daniel Bryan at Survivor Series, just because I want it to be there.
Just because I would.
Just
I'm
Ah.
going to be there. So make it happen, WWE. Be selfish. Give it
Make
to me.
it happen.
Give it all to me.
All right, Absolution moves over to SmackDown Live. So are they going to keep using?
They don't really play up that Paige's GM. They didn't really play it up that much.
I mean, I think they will later.
Are they,
I think
are
they'll
they
come.
going to continue using her theme or?
Yeah, I don't know. It's gonna be weird.
All right.
They'll try to change it up. I mean, they had themes back in NXT. They'll use one of theirs.
Yes. Moving on from that, Luke Harper goes on to defeat Jey Uso.
And
Keep building the BB. Keep building those blood and brothers.
good
Yeah.
for them.
And then, they start dismantling the Usos or whatever, and Jimmy's on the outside, and Naomi saving her husband.
I like stuff like that. Keep that up. I like that.
All right.
And the Bludgeon Brothers apparently have a heart.
I would have.
They didn't
they should've-
Gallagher both of them.
Those rubber mallets, they should have just smacked them in the head.
You know,
with
I
it.
said this before. I do not like when they do the sledgehammer to the head because we all know they're not going to do it.
Yeah, you're just you're holding out something we know never's gonna happen.
All right. Big surprise move. My boy Samoa Joe is on Tuesday nights. Hey,
And
I popped for that one. 'Cause
I popped. I was
not
like,
expecting it.
yo.
Oh yeah, no, that's amazing. Dream matches everywhere.
Styles and Joe run it back.
AJ.
Styles and Joe,
Styles and Bryan run it. I'm down. Joe and Orton.
Joe and Nakamura.
I'd be interested to see a lot.
Two heels?
A babyface Joe against a heel Nakamura.
Heck, even a heel Joe versus a heel Nakamura. I'd love to just see
Heel
the
versus heel
viciousness.
matches, they don't happen that often. And
But they're fun.
yeah, they are fun. I dig it. I'm down.
When two vicious heels go at it, it's nice.
Samoa Joe goes on to defeat Sin Cara, and then the promo afterwards. I like it. I think
Samoa Joe's on a nice little run here.
it says he's gonna win the Intercontinental title at the greatest Royal Rumble of all time. Probably not gonna happen.
Probably not gonna happen.
But actually, it could.
What's the U.S.? Is there a U.S.?
If Jinder beats Jeff for the U.S. title,
Is that the match at the Greatest Royal Rumble?
yeah, and then
But then what would they do? They just go right back to that and do the rematch on Backlash because they always do the. I mean, that's the reason.
No, this would be the this would be the rematch.
No, but then if Jeff loses, then Jeff needs his rematch. So
I mean, in WWE, they would just drop that clause.
yeah.
This is the rematch. This is the.
All right, whatever.
I mean, that's just what they would do.
But yeah, then Joe says he's gonna go on to dismantle and eviscerate Roman Reigns.
I mean, it's a ladder match, so I don't think Joe's gonna win. They can just have whatever Seth climb the ladder because I think Seth is really hot right now.
Seth,
Yeah.
Seth should be the #1 babyface in the company. That's just my opinion.
Monday Night Rollins.
Whatever.
They didn't move into SmackDown because they care about T-shirt sales.
Yep. If the pun doesn't work.
Yes. All right.
SmackDown Rollins doesn't roll the tongue.
So Daniel Bryan, he has a promo backstage with Renee Young and Big Cass makes his return. Cass and Mello on the same brand? What?
Yeah, maybe we'll see a little continuity there. Probably not, but maybe.
Nice.
Probably not.
I'm digging. I mean, we'll get into it when it happens a little bit later, but I'm digging a Big Cass and Daniel Bryan feud. I think that works.
Called him a little man.
The Giant.
I like it.
Also, I don't know if they'll play it into it, but I like the little subtle storyline that they both got medically cleared on the same day, and no one cared about Big Cass being medically cleared because they only talked about Daniel Bryan. Like, I think there's some good heat there.
All right, and the Mellabration.
This was great.
This was
fun.
amazing. Carmella on the mic.
She's got her character
spunk.
unlocked.
I'm
glad she's not a hairdresser anymore. Glad she got called to WWE.
I dig it. Yeah, and then the way she trash talks in matches, I like it. Carmella has.
She can't wrestle, but she can talk.
She has it.
She has it.
Well, I don't know if she has it.
Hey, she has.
Settle down there, Sparky.
All
right. But yeah, the Mellabration, I dig it. I like it.
I liked it too. She was really annoying. Just like I was ready for someone to just come in there and shut her up, and then Charlotte comes out.
Charlotte comes out there, makes a James Ellsworth reference
without actually saying his name.
Yes.
Don't want to give James Ellsworth extra publicity on the indie scene.
Yeah, you don't.
Of course not.
I mean, he's tearing it up. He had a couple matches during WrestleMania weekend.
Yeah.
Intergender champ.
Him and Matt Riddle tore the house down.
Doing it. All right. Charlotte goes on to defeat Billie Kay because the Iconics they come out and do stuff.
I love the Iconics. I've always loved them in NXT.
The Iconic Duo.
I think I like that name more.
Yeah.
I think they should just call themselves Iconic. That should just be their tag team name. Or they're not tag team, but like their group name should just be Iconic.
But it's plural. There's two of them.
Yeah, I know. But I both of them are great. I love both of them. I think they both have two of the best themes in the women's division.
Billie Kay's. I love Billie Kay's theme.
I think they both have a great look, and they both are so good at their characters. I can't wait to see them just bugging people backstage.
Royce is just good in general.
They're so good at bugging people. I'm sad that I don't get to see them bug Hideo Itami and Johnny Gargano anymore.
Is Hideo Itami still? Is he still there?
He's on 205 Live.
Really?
I saw a YouTube video with the Iconics, and it was like Iconic or not, and it was like 4 minutes, and it was amazing.
They're great. They're
so
funny.
They're very entertaining. I dig it.
They put over Vegemite.
Yeah. Good Australian girls.
Women's Money in the Bank this year. Peyton Royce win.
Yeah. Yeah. That's where my money would go. That's a great win.
I dig it.
Ronda Rousey.
All right.
God no.
And then so stuff happens in Asuka. She's on SmackDown.
Yeah, I mean, Asuka wasn't there last week, so kind of. I mean, it was always kind of up in the air when she went to SmackDown or not. So it's kind of like, okay, she's on SmackDown, so this is nice.
Yeah, it's good to see her here. I'd like to see her eventually get to face Charlotte again and beat her, and then we can kind of start a thing where Asuka only loses at WrestleMania and kind of make that her story now that you've ruined her streak. Maybe you could build it around that she just can't win it on the big stage.
We could do that. All right. The Good Brothers, they make their way to SmackDown Live. The Club? Yes? No?
Probably not. He's a face and he's a good face. I don't want to see him turn heel again.
The Club are. I mean, those guys are faces.
I mean, AJ
Are they?
doesn't really
He doesn't need it.
I think Finn probably needs them more.
It'd be some nice continuity if something happens and they come in to make the save. I'd almost rather see them team up, do like a surprise and have them team up with Nakamura or something and just say that like they've been friends ever since they were in Japan and they just kept it a secret from everybody. Let's do something like that. I could see them doing something like that too.
All right. The Bar makes their way to SmackDown Live as well. SmackDown Tag Team Division. New Day, The Bar, The Good Brothers, Usos.
Start to go back. Just to reiterate it. The Good Brothers and Nakamura. What if they became his translator? That'd be some great little Like, imagine them translating for him because he's doing his whole "I don't
Yeah.
speak English" thing right now.
Like I could see that he
That'd
like
be
whispers
so-
in one of their ears,
Yeah.
and Luke Gallows is like nerd.
It
I
would be
dig it.
fun. It'd be
I
fun.
dig it. I like it. All right.
But yeah,
R-Truth thinks he's on Monday Night Raw. You know, the New Day and Ty Dillinger, they're all in the back, and R-Truth is like, I'm so glad we're all here on Monday Night Raw together. And like, dude, we're on SmackDown.
I mean, yeah, just have him do what he does.
You know
It's
what?
fun.
You know what I
He's
wanted?
fun.
You know what I wanted to do? Like R-Truth, the Raw after WrestleMania, he should have came out and like pointed at the sign, and it's not there.
Yeah.
But R-Truth was once a serious competitor. Let's get back to that.
He's also still great in the ring.
I mean, he was in a match with The Rock.
He was. He once headlined a WWE pay-per-view for the World Championship.
I mean, do we see R-Truth and Ted Dillinger as a tag team? Are they like the new Breezango?
Salt and pepper. Make it happen.
Oh my god. All right.
That's
And
brown-
my
that's
two
brown salt.
highlights of the show. These
Oh.
are my two highlights.
Sanity?
Apparently not shakeups. Apparently just call-ups. but still.
Sanity?
Sanity.
No Nikki Cross.
No Nikki Cross.
I feel like she can do some stuff on her own.
Yeah.
But we got Killian Dane, Alexander Wolf, and my boy Eric Young. SmackDown, they just have all the damn TNA
I've been
talent.
loving Killian Dane since WCPW. Keep it up. He's great. He's amazing.
Big Damo.
Big Damo's amazing. He's going to be great. Eric Young is great, but I will need to see more of him. I need to hear him talk some more. I need to start building him a story. And then Alexander Wolf is insane. He's literally just insane. I don't believe he's mentally all that. He's crazy. He's amazing.
Showtime Eric Young, EY. I know how good the boy is. I'm excited to see what they do there.
Do you think their gimmick's a little too close to the Bludgeon Brothers? It's kind of the
Nah.
post-apocalyptic crazy team. I mean, they're kind of. I'm not saying they're the exact same thing. But
They're
they are
more
a little similar.
frenzied, where the Bludgeon Brothers are more like AOP. They're kind of like quiet, angry
Yeah,
monsters.
Sandy's more grungy.
At first, I thought Chaos was coming, but apparently not.
No.
Okada was not coming to WWE.
Ew. All right, my boy Andrade Cien Almas and Selena Vega.
This I'm stoked on.
Hey, put the U.S. strap on my boy Andrade. I'm
He's-
digging it.
He is what they've always wanted Alberto Del Rio to be.
Yes, this is it.
And he's not a headache.
He's not a headache. Del Rio couldn't get the job
He's
done.
the
My
opposite-
boy Andrade can.
He's the opposite of a headache. He's tranquilo, and he has brought tranquilo to SmackDown Live. I'm stoked.
so good.
I'm so excited.
So good. His story, it just makes... They did a great job with
Yeah.
this.
Again,
In NXT all the way up to now.
another round of dream matches. Andrade and Nakamura, Andrade and Styles, Andrade and Joe, Andrade and Bryan,
I think Andrade and Jeff, I'd like to see that.
Andrade and Jeff,
See
Andrade
how
and
their styles
everybody.
clash? Yeah.
Hell, even Andrade and Randy Orton, even if he's not even
I mean, I
like
think that could be a good opening feud, him and Randy Orton. And
Oh,
have,
yeah.
And have Almas win, and that'd be a great starting point for him.
Yeah.
I mean, Vince always wants the Mexican demographic. He doesn't really have one right now.
Yeah.
I think Almas could be a really good heel to start off with, and then eventually could be a good babyface.
All right. So Daniel
Because
Bryan.
he's hot.
Hey, hot
Right?
fire. Yeah. All right. So Daniel Bryan and AJ Styles, they go up against Rusev and Aiden English.
Good for them. And
got a deep low blow.
Oh,
Nakamura just keeps
Nakamura.
low blowing everybody.
Shinsuke, he's just going for it, you know.
Hit him with the forearm or the
Yeah.
bicep, not even the
Yeah.
hand.
That's his new repertoire, you know, kicks, knees, and low
I'm
blows.
really excited to see him in the ring as a heel. I think his style is going to fit so much better than
His
a heel.
face when he does it too, it's like what?
I'm really excited.
And then my boy Big Cass coming in and attacking
Laying him
Daniel
out.
Bryan. I dig it.
Yeah.
We get to see Daniel take some interesting bumps since he's working with a gigantic man.
I think he'll do good. I think he does good against
A
his
nice
match.
little-
His match with what was it, Mark Henry and the Big Show in the cage? Well, that was a while back, really long time ago.
After,
Yeah.
after he cashed in.
After
Yeah.
he cashed in, that was a fun match. He's good. He's good at weaseling away from big guys. Not weaseling, but he's good at getting away from big guys and then still somehow getting the win.
But with Daniel Bryan going up against Big Cass, who's Vince McMahon's boy, I'm always scared that they're going to make Daniel Bryan lose. I'm scared. I'm scared.
I'm not.
I'm
not.
always-
Vince knows what he has.
I think
in D.
I think
Well, I mean,
Daniel
you
has
could've-
proven himself.
Whoa! You could have said he knew what he had in D. Bryan, whatever, 4 years ago when he kept losing to Randy Orton.
He
every
did.
month.
He did know what he had in him. That's why the Miracle on Bourbon Street happened.
Anyways, you could have just had Daniel Bryan be the champion during that fall time and have him build up and have like Batista be a mega heel and whatever.
But I
That was
think-
a long time ago. Let's move on.
I think this is a nice placeholder for till we get to Miz and Bryan, or Big Cass teams up with the Miz, like you said.
It's either one.
Nakamura, I really like Nakamura, but that's the problem is like he's actually showing like charisma and he's kind of being more entertaining than he was as a babyface. So I'm kind of scared that he's a heel. He's going to be more over than he ever was. But as long as you keep feuding him up with Daniel Bryan and AJ Styles, you'll get
Let's see.
But he was getting cheers when AJ did the promo in the beginning of SmackDown.
All right, Superstar Spotlight. Who do we got?
What are we gonna do?
We
a
need to do-
prediction for the
yeah,
greatest Royal Rumble ever. 60,000
Next Friday morning, wrestling and breakfast.
Against-
I'm stoked.
in front of
What
the
time
Saudis.
does it officially start?
9
Nine?
o'clock local time.
What time will it be over?
I don't know, but it's gonna be before the podcast because we're gonna be the instant analysis right here.
Oh yeah, we're gonna have to do the innocent analysis right after that. And I will be seeing Infinity War the night before and not working till 2 a.m. So I will be awake for this.
I'm not watching Infinity War, but I'll still watch Greatest Royal Rumble.
I have the card right here.
Hit it with it. Hit it
Maybe I don't.
or not.
He doesn't have the card.
Okay. Anyway,
Well, because there's stuff that's TBD. I'll start
Brock
from the bottom.
Lesnar and Roman Reigns.
That's all
We're
we care
starting
about.
there. We're not gonna start from the lower stuff.
Brock Lesnar and Roman Reigns.
I
Who
mean,
is
that's all that really matters. I mean, there's so much mixed signals going out there. Like, is Lesnar gonna fight Lashley at SummerSlam? Is he going to UFC? I think Roman is so cold as a character. I think Brock wins. Because when you go to Backlash and you have Samoa Joe and Roman Reigns, I think they would have known this going forward that Samoa Joe was going to SmackDown when they set this matchup. So why would you have Roman as a champion against Samoa Joe, who's on SmackDown, when you know he's not going to win because he's on the wrong brand? So I think that matchup is going to be with no title on the line. So I think Brock Lesnar will win.
That makes sense. I gotta go with
I am excited to see what the reception to Roman will be.
I gotta go with Lesnar.
Yeah, this could be me. This could be me saying goodbye to the title. I think Roman's winning.
It's not on the line for this.
Yes, it is.
It's not.
We're tied. We're co-champions. One of us has
It
to
can
be
be a
champion.
tiebreaker between you two. I
Yeah.
will not be involved in this.
Let's make it a tiebreaker.
Put it on the line for Backlash.
No, this is way more important than Backlash. It's the greatest Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
They're bastardizing a major pay-per-view.
Hey, there's going to be 60,000 men there.
Either way, I think that Roman.
No winner.
I think Roman Reigns is winning because I think that the mindset is
No women.
they knew that Roman was gonna
No
get
women.
they knew that Roman was gonna get booed at WrestleMania if he won,
She-Man
but they
woman
believe
Davis
that but they believe he'll get cheered if he wins here, because the crowd will be more favorable to him. Because the crowd in Saudi Arabia, the fans in Saudi Arabia, do like Roman a lot.
How do we know that? Do we know that for a fact?
If you look up stuff in that like area of the world, they're very high on Roman and very high on John Cena.
It's all propaganda.
John Cena versus Triple H.
Is that a match?
Yes, that's a match.
Really?
They've announced that.
I didn't know
like,
that.
Weeks ago.
Triple H. They're gonna keep continuing the story of John Cena losing.
I mean, Triple H, I don't think Triple H is doing anything for a while. I mean, why not John Cena? You said they like John Cena and Roman Reigns over there. Might as well have John Cena win.
It's true.
All right.
You gonna make a prediction? The title's on the line.
No, it's not.
It's a tiebreaker.
What do we need? Look, we can put it on the line for Backlash.
Well, if you have some cojones, you would put it on the line so you can have it all to yourself.
I'm putting it on the line, and I only
Look,
have half of it.
sharing is caring. Okay.
No, it's not.
If we're both champion, then neither of us are champion.
It's like kissing your sister.
I didn't track with that, but that's okay.
I don't even know what the full card is.
I'm looking at it right now.
Is that the full card?
Yes.
Every championship?
Yes, except for the cruiserweight, because that is Cedric Alexander versus TBD.
Versus TBD.
I'm gonna go with Cedric Alexander.
All right, here.
I'm gonna go with Buddy Murphy.
All right, there you go.
Okay, so hold on. Let me write all this down.
Yeah, we're writing it down. Sorry, guys, we're doing this live. We'll do it live.
Yep. All that good stuff.
Come on, hurry up there.
Yep. All right.
We're on a time crunch.
Okay.
Are we really?
You
said Lesnar. I said
Les-
Lesnar.
I said
It
Reigns.
doesn't matter. I'm not even a part of this. I'm just like.
I think if you win, you win. Personally, I will put it out there. If
Just
you
put it-
win, you win the
Yay.
championship.
Who'd you say?
I said Reigns.
Roman. Or just put my damn title on the line. Do it.
Okay, cool. I put my title on the line.
I'm gonna pull the heist of the century.
We put our title on the line.
All right. Hunter and Cena.
Hunter.
the man you cannot see,
The franchise.
John Cena.
I'm gonna go Cena also.
You know, I saw a post that it was very poignant. How could Nikki was not able to see her fiance. That's why they broke up.
Okay.
No, they broke up because they knew that she couldn't go with him to the show, so they broke up so that they wouldn't have to deal with that.
Okay.
Anyways.
All right. What's next?
Styles versus Nakamura. Hard one, right? Now that he's a heel, do you put the title on him? I think Nakamura wins. I think
Styles.
I think
Styles,
I think
yeah.
Nakamura wins. I think they're gonna let us.
I don't think they do it there.
I think they went from treating this like a not real pay-per-view to they are now treating this like a full pay-per-view, and I think we're going to see some title switches. Also, how do you have Nakamura turn heel and then lose his first match after turning heel?
Okay.
I don't know if he wins dirty.
He has
or
a
I
match
don't-
on SmackDown. He wins that, loses at the Greatest Royal Rumble. There you go. second match as a heel loses.
I don't think he has a match on SmackDown. I think he
He's
keeps.
probably had dark matches already.
I think he keeps
on house
hunting.
shows.
I think he keeps hunting for Styles' testicles until.
I do
the
think
Royal
this is
Rumble.
kind of a glorified house show.
Yeah,
I think it was. I don't think it is anymore.
All right, casket match: Taker and Rusev. Taker.
Is it even going to be Rusev?
Yeah, it's
Chris
Rusev.
Jericho.
I think it switches again. I think it switches back to Jericho, but I think
Taker.
Undertaker wins either way.
Taker.
Taker. I wouldn't even.
Taker.
I would not even be surprised if they do all three and he puts both of them in the ground.
All right, what's next? Or
Next
what else
is the Intercontinental
Rollins.
Championship. Rollins. It's Rollins versus The Miz versus Finn Balor versus Samoa Joe versus Bobby Lashley.
What?
Yeah, Bobby Lashley got added on as of Monday. Do you think Bobby Lashley can take it? Do you think they might give it to Bobby?
I think
Bobby Lashley hasn't done anything. We don't even know if he's a face or a heel at this point.
he's a face.
He's a
Is
face.
he a
He was
face?
on the face side of the
So?
team.
He's
He
a
was
big
on the
smiling black man.
He was on the
face.
fast on the.
Just because he's on the face team doesn't mean he's a face.
Yeah, it does.
All right.
WWE's not
Rollins?
that complex.
I'm going with my boy Finn.
Oh,
You think Finn's gonna
Go
take it?
Finn!
Balor Club is for everybody.
Because basically,
The Bullet Club is for everybody.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get that soundbite.
Next week he pulls out Balor Club is fine.
Because basically, you know what? Finn's gonna go
oh.
out there, rainbow tights and everything, and just screw you to all those people. He
Oh,
won
I
the
hope
title.
he does. Oh, I hope he does. Cause screw that crowd. I'm going Seth Rollins. We can get into more of the Saudi Arabia crowd and how disappointed I am that WWE is actually doing a show there because they
I
can't
take
have any
that
women
sweet
in the crowd.
Saudi money.
All
Yeah,
right.
that's fair. Just taking their
What's
money.
next?
Next
The women's
is
match? Oh no, there is none.
there are none because screw Saudi Arabia.
Jeez, whoa.
U.S. title match: Jeff Hardy versus Jinder Mahal. Jinder Mahal.
I think
I'm going Mahal.
I might have to go the Maharaja.
Well, I'm gonna go Jeff Hardy.
He's not from Saudi. He's not from Saudi Arabia, but I think he could still get that Saudi pop.
Saudi pop,
That's Saudi pop.
the brown pop.
I might have to call you the. I don't know. I don't know where I was going with that.
I'm edging on being offensive, but I am very, very angry that after having
I
the
got the
first
Canadian
ever women's match
Destroyer.
last year, they now have no women on a card just for money. It's annoying. SmackDown Tag Team Championship: Bludgeon Brothers versus the Usos.
The bludgeon.
No, wait,
Brothers.
did you? Oh, you said Mahal. Yeah,
BB. all day.
BB.
Yeah.
They're keeping them fresh.
And then I'll go with the Raw
Maybe-
Tag Team titles. I say the Woken Warriors.
Woken Warriors. I say Woken Warriors as well. I do predict. This isn't for any points or anything. I do predict that the Bludgeon Brothers win, but I do predict a run-in from
Hardy
Sanity.
or Wyatt.
Hardy or Wyatt. I'm gonna go with both of them.
Oh yeah. both.
Hardy or Wyatt. I'm with those Woken lovers. They're gonna win it. They're gonna take it.
Don't start that here.
They are the Woken lovers.
Don't start
And
that here.
now, the greatest Royal Rumble 50-man.
What about the Cruiserweight title?
This could be a make or break right
well,
here.
it's Cedric Alexander and
Cedric.
I say Buddy Murphy.
Cedric Alexander.
I think
I'm
Buddy
just
Murphy.
gonna take that easy million.
I'm
Easy
taking
million.
Buddy
Take that
Murphy
sweet Saudi
because
money.
I watch 205 Live and I know that Buddy Murphy has basically
Buddy Murphy is the next big thing.
He is the next. He's incredible.
He has it.
He's-
he didn't make the weigh-in. I was like, oh, that's brilliant. Finally, even though he's like 215.
Yeah, he's definitely over 205, but he's incredible in the
Hey,
ring.
you just gotta, watch your water intake, take some salt baths, and you're good.
Okay,
Yeah.
so greatest
All about
Royal
the
Rumble.
weigh-in.
They've already announced for sure entrants, so we can take these as people that are actually in it. But then we can guess
Jericho.
whoever we want. We know that Daniel Bryan is in it. We know that Chris Jericho is in it. We know that Kurt Angle is in it. We know that Braun Strowman is in it. We know that Bray Wyatt is in it. Double duty, I guess. We know that Big Show is in it. Kane, The New Day, Baron Corbin, Apollo
be
Crews.
Kane.
Shout out to Apollo getting his name back.
Oh yeah, thank you, Apollo.
Yes.
Shelton Benjamin, Sin Cara, Elias, Chad Gable, Goldust, Titus O'Neil, Mojo Rawley, and Dolph Ziggler, and then many more because it's
Daniel
50
Bryan.
men.
I mean, I would have went with Bobby Lashley, but since you said that he was in the IC
Hey, lots of
title
people.
match,
Hey, lots of people are working double duty
I
on this.
mean-
Bray Wyatt's working both matches.
I'm going Daniel Bryan.
I bet you Triple H is in it. I don't think he's gonna win.
I bet you Vince McMahon's in it. Joe.
I would not be surprised. Would you even be surprised?
No.
50 people? I bet you there's gonna be a bunch of
So-
random crap.
Shane McMahon. Shane McMahon is in it?
I bet you he
I
is.
hope not. All right, so I got Daniel Bryan. Who do you have?
This is a tough one, because there's just so many people.
And it's
like,
really this is really
it's
just
like-
for fun.
Yeah, it's like nothing, so, I mean,
They
can
get
do
a
anything.
trophy.
They have not. Yeah, they have not announced any like
I mean,
actual
we
weight.
all know Daniel Bryan's
They get a
lucky.
trophy.
Is that
Daniel-
it?
Yeah, they get a
Daniel
trophy.
Bryan's run at the Royal Rumbles are not very good, so I don't know if that's a good pick or not.
Yeah, I honestly, I don't think Daniel's gonna win. I don't think they're gonna give it to him. I think it'd be a fun little pop, but I don't know.
Maybe Kurt Angle just because they don't trust him in taking over the top rope bump.
Just because they're scared that he
Angle?
might die.
He's gonna get the Iron Sheik treatment.
Angle?
WrestleMania 17.
So Angle.
Bobby Lashley. Bobby Lashley, I'm going with my gut. which, I went with my gut. Well, actually, no, I didn't go with my gut at WrestleMania. I looked at the betting lines, and that screwed me
you over. Oh, I don't know. It's really hard. I don't actually know who
You
could.
look at betting lines?
Yeah, and that's why I got wrong, because they all
You get betting lines on a scripted show?
Yeah.
You
go
can't
for
bet on scripted shows.
Oh, yes, you can.
Then what is the meaning of this?
I mean, we're betting, but we're not we're betting based on instinct. There's no actual there's no odds. There's no betting odds.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I'm stalling because I literally can't think of who I think is gonna win. Randy Orton.
I think we're all gonna be wrong, but
I think we're all gonna be wrong.
Okay. This looks very interesting.
That's very interesting. But the title is on the line. I will have bacon and eggs.
So if I
and
win,
wrestling.
so what?
You win.
We're gonna have a 3-man title. We should just have a 3-man title.
Oh my
Chop
god!
it up.
If you win, you join us in co-championship.
Let's not do that.
Yeah, let's do that.
Superstar Spotlight. Who do we have?
Sami Zayn and his reading glasses.
Okay.
I think you're probably gonna go Samoa Joe, aren't you?
I don't know.
I mean, he was amazing. I just love those reading glasses.
You go. You pick.
Drew McIntyre.
Drew McIntyre.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then I'll go Samoa Joe. I thought Samoa Joe had
Oh.
2 great promos. Roman Reigns, ice cold, calling him lazy and fat. Just Roman Reigns, what are you doing?
We're in this whole thing with Nia Jax and the whole body shaming thing. We can't be doing this,
Yes,
man.
men can fat shame other men. It's not good.
It's not. We can't be doing that. But all right. So after all that's happened, my promo pick of the week is Roman Reigns from his NXT days, December 12th, 2012. This is a promo I'm sure people have seen online. He's backstage talking to whoever that guy was, talking about his watch, talking about how this is a really important time for you because you're in my presence. And then his phone rings and he walks away.
Another thing on Raw and Roman. He's been wearing more ice lately. If you've been noticing, he's been last week he wore the watch, and then he wore the necklace and the bracelet and the watch.
I truly want to believe that they want to build a character with him, and maybe they're letting this entire weird feud with Brock Lesnar be this simmer down so he can start doing something new. They haven't made me believe that in the last 4 years, so probably not. But maybe with Drew, they have someone that they can put on the back burner and have Roman be someone else. Also, I hate to do this to you, but I've been thinking about it. Erase Randy Keith Orton.
Who?
There's a lot of money on this. I'm going to say Stone Cold. I think they're going to bring him out. I think they're going to bring him out for an easy pop. You guys are saying it's a house show. Everyone's there for fun. I'm saying Stone Cold Steve Austin.
The guy who said he'd never wrestle again.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. I think you can put enough money on the line to anyone.
I think if Stone Cold wins, it doesn't matter if he's 5 points behind. I think he should win by that.
Yeah. I was trying to think what legends are not being given matches because normally
The Godfather.
Because normally I would say Triple H, but he has a match with John Cena. So I think it's Stone Cold or Shawn Michaels or someone like that. But I think
another guy who said he'd never wrestle.
Yeah, but
again.
I think the Saudis can
bring out Hogan. Let's just do that.
That would be amazing.
Coming off the Andre the Giant.
Incredible.
Thing, you hear the dun 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 dun. You hear all. Yeah, let's do it.
They're bringing out Andre the Giant.
Okay, you went way too far.
No, that's what's happening.
You went
playing off the HBO special.
Nia Jax wins the whole thing.
You went way too far. What's your match pick of the week?
Anyways, my match pick of the week, which I thought was going to be on the script, but it's okay, I wrote it anyways. It's Walter versus PCO. PCO, one half of the Quebecers, has partial blindness in one of his eyes. At Joey Janela's Spring Break 2, which is over the WrestleMania weekend, this was happening at midnight. PCO's 50 years old or something like that. The man's doing backflip, he's bleeding, doing chops with Walter.
So that moonsault, I was like, yo.
Walter, I had no idea who he was, but then after last weekend, he's one of my favorite wrestlers. He's a big, fat British guy, and he's amazing. So you guys need to look up this match and need to find out who Walter is, because Walter's great.
All right, looking up Walter.
Let's do it. All right, you can follow us on Twitter at BulletCast, YouTube The BulletCast, Instagram The BulletCast. We are on 99.9 KDub in Watsonville. SoundCloud, iTunes, Stitcher, TuneIn, Google Play. We're all over those places, people. All right. I'll throw a match pick out there also, in the wake of Bruno Sammartino's death. Bruno Sammartino versus the Macho Man Randy Savage, 1987, for the Intercontinental Championship. It was a lumberjack match.
Yeah. I like a good lumberjack match.
Yeah.
Maybe if I were to pick one, I'd probably go back in the time machine, way back when the crowd was super hot for Bruno, just to get the atmosphere of him of Bruno in the garden.
Or go what?
The garden.
In the garden, yes. All right. I think that's it. I think we've done it. I think we've done the thing.
We've done the thing.
Yeah.
We're back on high definition fancy TV cameras.
There will be a new champion next time you see us, and we will be...
See you guys later.
All right, you peace out. And we will be... I don't know. Yeah, he's gone. I guess the show's over.
It's all over.
Tune in next week for our instant analysis / regular episode of the Bullet Cast, number 65.